Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. Well, we're going to walk around the garden and take a look at the daylily. This orange blossom only lasts for one day, but yet they brighten up the garden and add such color to this time of year. The humble daylily. Sometimes they call it a ditch lily. This is my urban cottage garden, and this to me is the most beautiful spot in the whole garden right now. This is what it's all about. I just love this border, this area. I love the textures. I love the design. I love the diversity of plants. And I'm so glad I'm able to capture this right now. What is a daylily? Whether it be growing in the ditches along the side of the road or in a lovely place and spot in one's garden, daylilies have been around for a long time. They are beautiful plants, and daylilies, also known scientifically as hemerocallis, are not a true lily but a relative of the lilies. They produce stems with flowers that last only one day, hence the name daylily. Although each bloom lasts one day, multiple buds are produced that open sequentially, giving you a beautiful sense of color throughout the season. The plant can easily be divided and be spread and placed in different parts of the garden. So let's take some time and walk around the garden and look at each location where the hemerocallis or daylily has found a spot. And there are times when I've dug up these daylilies, like right here in this bed, and yet just one little piece of daylily will come back, and then they multiply and they take hold within the bed. But yet they're so beautiful, and they only last for a day. These are daylilies. They're the first or the second group of lilies that open up in the garden. And they are very, very beautiful. Even though people call them ditch lilies, they still have their own unique beauty. I just love them. And I love them with the bluebells here in this corner. In this corner you can see the lilies, the daylilies, and the bluebells here. They're contrasting colors. Also in this bed there are the bishopweed, hostas, and other ground cover ivy. And it's sort of shaded. That's why these plants love them. There are a lot of mosquitoes out here. They're eating me up. But I just love this little corner. My husband created this bed and it's filled with annuals that love the shade and can appreciate the sun. What is surprising is that these eggplants are really thriving. They're huge here in this corner of the garden. But along with that, it are the daylilies. And you're going to see the daylilies peppered throughout the garden at this time. They're the showstoppers. They're the ones giving the garden life with this beautiful orange color. You can see them throughout the garden. The daylilies. You can see them all the way down in this far bed. But their color is so bright that it just adds depth to the garden. Now, I did try to dig them out from different beds, but they just come back anyhow. As you can see, they're showing up here in this corner. And these are the daylilies in this side of the garden. The daylilies anchor this bed, and then you can see it, them being mirrored in this far bed over here. It's like one end to the next. This beautiful orange color. And then if you look through, you can see them again. And all the way down to the far end. Just dotting through the garden and adding wonderful color. Wow, my urban cottage garden is starting to really look like it. It's developing and growing fast. It's an eclectic grouping of vegetables, annuals, perennials, shrubs, flowering shrubs, ground cover, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And it definitely looks different from how it looked last year because I arranged it uniquely for this year. This year I decided to put the zucchini and the summer squash in the front bed here. And they are producing. Check this out. I'm going to soon have zucchini. The tomatoes are flowering. And my dinosaur kale that I planted from seed. It's growing. I'll soon be harvesting them and eating them and juicing. Now I planted these basil plants and I just put them in sometime last week, a couple of days ago, and they have taken root and they are growing. I'm going to have to transplant some more here in this front bed as well.
I had to add an additional tomato cage here, and just to support the tomatoes. Now, these two tomato plants here, that's an heirloom tomatoes. Those are heirloom tomatoes. And I'm going to go in and thin them out, but right now I just want them to grow. So I know that they said you should, trim them down, but I don't want to do that just yet. My zinnias, they've grown and they're about to flower. It's going to be really pretty. Right now, I think that this is the most beautiful area in the garden. This spot right here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And come on back to Catherine's Garden. I love showing you the wonderful changes that are happening every day. You're going to see something new. Well, have a wonderful day and keep on growing. And thank you for coming and being with me in Catherine's Garden. Bye.